in this podcast.
It sucks. I mean, this is the biggest pile.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Amazing, isn't it?
Not with everyone. Not with everyone. Not with everyone. Not with everyone.
On those days.
Yes.
You gotta. We're doing it for the people.
We are doing it.
Because we love y'all.
And, you know, it's not for everyone.
It's not for...
Podcast.
Welcome.
That's
going to be our intro every time. Just a conversation that goes into...
These conversations aren't for everyone.
They're not. They're barely for us.
It's
they're hardly for...
We're playing language jiu-jitsu. It's... People tap.
I think this might actually be an understatement. It's for almost no one.
For almost no
one podcast.
Almost no one podcast.
Maybe that's it.
That's a better...
I like name. Not for everyone.
Yeah.
Not for everyone's going to stick.
I think sometimes not for me.
You know what is for me?
What's that?
Battling snakes. I wrestled a snake, bud. Big one. Did I tell you?
What was his name? What'd you name it?
I didn't, because I'm trying... No, here's the whole story, though, because it was fantastic how it happened. And first I got to start my cousin-in-law. He's a military man, and I don't know exactly what he does. All I know is we're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, secret squirrel.
Yo, secret squirrel.
Yeah.
Indeed. The most. So, he's yoked.
Yoked?
Dude, stand up, dude. Super cool cat. Anyways, he points out the window because he's visiting in the house. We've got a few different family members, and he points at a snake. He's like, hey, yo, there's a big friggin' snake out there. And it's probably 4.5, 45, 50 feet long.
Dang.
Yeah.
45, 50 feet. It's an anaconda?
So this anaconda crawls up onto our balcony, and it starts threatening us, obviously. So everybody's scared. Everybody's frightened. And they say, call Rod. Call Rod. And for those that don't know, Rod is my neighbor. Great guy. He's who helped them out before I came along. And so they're like, call the neighbor. I'm like,
yeah.
What do you mean?
He's daddy.
What do you mean call Rod?
He's daddy.
I'm like, I'm here. Look at me. I'm right here. So I was like, I got this. So I went, grabbed the shovel.
The neighbor is your dad. That's so funny. That's good.
So I grab a shovel, grab a machete.
Uh-huh.
I got my swimming trunks on, but I threw on the boots,
Had to, bro.
Boots and
protect
trunks.
The ankles. Had to protect the ankles, bro.
Dude, he might have gone he did too.
Yeah.
Went for the neck.
Dude.
It was scary. I went out there, fearless, like a hero. And I took my first shot at him with the shovel, and I couldn't quite catch him. He still started getting away, and I was like, So I reach over the rails as he's starting to go off the balcony. I catch him, and I reach for the machete, and I'm getting the thing off while I'm holding him. And he lifts himself and pokes his head back up. Wow.
Ooh.
First try.
First try?
Dude.
His head went... Boop.
Yeah, and he just...
Nice.
Dude.
Nice.
Look over, whole family's watching like...
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Fucking
I was the gladiator.
Apex predator.
The gladiator.
Yes, dude.
Yes. Dude. You can't be stopped.
Yes. Predator wouldn't stand a chance against me, actually.
My boy?
Yeah.
The yoked one? He was like, yo, I don't do snakes. And so I was like...
Bro. The
just
yoked...
want some points, bro.
Oh, secret squirrel guy.
Secret squirrel don't do snakes, bro. So I took care of business, bro. Took care of it.
Sometimes you gotta show them your nuts.
Yo.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one.
Showed the secret squirrel. I had some cojones, some nuts, like as you said.
I like that.
That was cool. Showed the family, and then Rod came over, and he was like, "Oh, you shouldn't have killed that. That was a good one." And I was like,
"Oh, it was a garden snake. It wasn't even a poisonous
snake.
Snake.
Rat snake."
Oh,
the same thing happened to me too.
Oh,
but I gotta say, it was worth that snake's life to show dominance in my family. That was necessary.
Dude,
absolutely.
My grandmother used to say, the only good snake is a dead snake.
And some good ones have to die so that you can get the bad ones.
Dude,
That's a harsh reality.
I will kill any
That's
snake.
how war is.
Yeah, I'll kill any snake.
We're at war with snakes.
Yeah, I'll kill deer during hunting season, obviously. Snakes is I see them. Lizards, I don't kill lizards.
No,
I don't like killing lizards.
me
Actually,
neither.
I killed a snake the other day, but no one saw it. I ran it over with a car, and then I got out and I stomped on his head and threw it in the gutter.
Made you
And
feel
then-
like a man.
You know, no one saw me though, so I did feel a little dirty. I feel like it was I murdered a snake.
You didn't have
It
to
was
curb
just a
stomp.
waste.
I didn't have to
You're like,
curb
"Bite
stomp
the
him.
curb."
I did.
Bite
I put on my hazard lights, dude. I got out in the middle. Stop breaking my guitar. Would you stop? Yeah, fucking hate. Jesus, thing's expensive.
Excuse me.
Anyway, let me continue my story before you rudely destroyed my property. Just punch a hole through it. What if a snake came out of it right now? That'd be fucking sick.
I just slowly loosen the screws on there until you set it on there one time and it falls, and then
Dude,
it's your fault.
I murdered a snake, and I feel bad. I shouldn't have murdered it.
I felt bad too.
But you know what? If I would have chopped its head off in front of my family and then looked at my daughter and been like, "You see what I did for you?"
Yeah,
I would have.
dude.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling. I'm the man now. I was kind of the man, like to a couple of them. I'm the man now, bro.
You're like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like driving alone, thinking about it later, I was like, that was sweet grandma snake. Just nice as can be. Like, oh, he stabbed me. What happened? Boom, done. All the snakes in the little snake neighborhood are like, "Where's Grandma Snake? We miss her."
She had her head brutally chopped off.
Brutally murdered
Yes.
by a savage white man
Savage white man. Dude, what
with swimming trunks and boots
by a
on.
savage white stepdad. Just try to make that as gnarly as possible.
There's no more savage beast than an angry white stepdad.
Yeah, dude. That is not somebody to fuck with, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's
Dude, we all were scared of our stepdads,
yeah.
bro.
Who do you think's raising
I
these
was
school
scared of myself.
shooters, bro?
Not stepdads.
Yeah, not
They
stepdads.
need more stepdads.
They need more stepdads.
They needed like at least 2 more stepdads.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
All those guys.
I had a stepdad, man. He was great.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I'm not a school shooter though, so
Yeah.
neither are you.
I hunt though. I will kill shit.
You're like I'll hunt a school of fish.
I do
with my fishing
enjoy.
rod.
I do enjoy taking life a little bit. It might be a problem. I might be a psychopath. It might.
Eek.
Yeah, maybe. Because like snakes, I don't have a problem with those. You know, I killed a squirrel once. I felt bad.
I feel bad for spiders.
I don't feel bad for
They have a
spiders.
shit life,
No.
dude.
You know what I do? I love killing flies with my bare hands. I could
I
do
love
it.
killing
I could catch them.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yo, for
They're
a
great.
second the other day, I was just like, bam, got him.
Yeah.
Bam, got him.
just-
Bam, got him. Bam. And then 10 minutes later, I realized every single one of them got me before I got him.
If you think about it, what if they're like, if you were to zoom in like 1,000 times on like what's going on when you kill a mosquito on your leg, it's got to be frightening.
Like
from the
super slow?
mosquito's perspective, all of
Yeah.
a sudden it's just, I'm hungry, and then it just, here it and it's like, and they're like, oh, let me fly away, and then they go up and they can't get out because the surface area is too big.
They hit it
and
to,
then they
like-
just, dude, and then they just blood explode, and then it's just an explosion
Body
of
parts.
tiny little red blood cells all over your hairs on your body, and it looks just like, if you zoom in, it looks like a World War I battlefield.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
limbs.
And detached.
They have
Dude,
6. They have 6 legs each. Imagine how many limbs that is.
Dude, one mosquito's at your ankle looking up like, there's no way I'm gonna make it.
Yo, when I used to work at the pet store, there was crickets, and dude, just cricket legs as far as you can see.
Dude, yeah.
And it's like every one of those is a dude that lost his leg
Bro,
or legs
yeah.
in a pile of other dudes.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You're in such a big pile of dudes,
That
your leg pops off.
someone just
The
picks you out.
stress
And,
is just so much, your legs just pop off.
dude, someone just picks you out of it and throws you to a dinosaur that eats you.
Yeah,
And you're
dude.
like,
What a life, bro.
yeah. This is blowing my mind.
We have a pretty good life.
This is blowing my mind, yeah.
Dude, it was, you just scoop them, a scoop of crickets. You ever scooped out of a pile of crickets? It's the wildest thing ever, dude.
I am scared
And then
of
you
them a
also,
little
but
bit.
you have to feed the crickets too.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give them the little food gel and water gel.
Or like maggots or whatever.
No, it's just gel. because it's the
Gel.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard you could deep fry them, and they're pretty good.
they are good.
Crickets, like you could deep fry crickets and salt them, and they're not bad.
You can salt anything, and it's delicious.
I suppose
Just
we do
cover
live
it
in
in salt.
Alabama. Yeah.
That's basically what crawfish is. It's just
Yeah, you know what's weird about crawfish is like when you pop their shell and you pull the shell off, there's like this long black line on their back. And I was like, what is that? And because, you know, my wife's brother, he runs crawfish like in a refrigerated truck, and he
it's
he
gritty.
goes,
Too. You can feel it like sand in your mouth.
that's where they shit. And you're like, oh, I'm eating oh,
So you
okay.
can pull that out, and you do that with shrimp.
Rich people are like, caviar. And you're like, what the fuck? It's like, is it fish eggs or is there some shit there?
Is this fish intestine
Because
sausage?
I don't know if you guys have seen a birth take place, but it's not all just one fluid. It's a bunch of fluids happening all at the same time. So
Yes.
you know what I mean? When you're dealing with
Scary
people's and
fluids.
animals' eggs, there's a lot going on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, you know, like have you ever touched like the
Yeah,
top
like
of like a stingray or something? Like they're like mucusy.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
that's
also
weird.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
is
a little
interesting.
weird, yeah.
And like apparently sharks are like that too. I did some research. It's like sandpaper
Yo,
almost.
a shark, bro. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
So
Shark.
wild.
Don't
man.
give a
They
fuck.
just smell your blood and go at you.
Yeah.
Get out of it.
Why would you, why?
What animal does the like?
List of
did-
reason I'm not
cats
swimming in
don't
the
do
ocean
that.
with my wife.
Blind? Are sharks blind?
Sharks blind?
I think that they have a. Oh, I don't know, but I know something goes on with their eyes. Where when they cover their eyes in certain areas.
Oh, they
with
have, like,
certain
dual
angles.
eyelids?
Yeah, something like that. Where they could either see out of like one side of their head at a time, or some weird going on. I don't know.
I do know this about blind. There's this guy who's blind, and he is a better golfer than me.
Yeah, cringe that one up.
That was
Take
a sad day.
Yeah, that was a sad comment.
No, it was. I'm sad.
How is there a blind golfer?
It's real.
That's not. No,
It's real.
No, man.
He drove over the water and didn't get a water hazard. I was so upset. I've never been so upset in my life.
That's discouraging.
I might quit
Yeah.
because I can't do that.
I
And I
once-
have vision, as you know. That's a pretty big upper hand.
Dude, what a man. I once met a man. I don't know what happened there. I once met a man who had his arm was cut off like, you know, a good, you know, 1/4 of the way up, you know. And he had this little like hook thing he put on it, and I shit you not, it looked like an eyelash holder. And he would put a guitar pick in there, and that fucking dude could play guitar.
Wow.
So sick.
That's
Sick.
That's
and his
badass.
little nub would be moving because like it wasn't above the elbow, so all his joints in his
no
elbow
wrist,
worked.
yes,
he had
it
no
was like-
wrist, so he could just it was just like
Yeah. Dude, he probably played super heavy.
dude, you probably hook a
You gotta
flashlight to
play
that, dude.
play metal. Yeah, dude. You don't not do that.
Okay, let's not get too crazy with that.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's save that.
Let's save
that for the page.
Yeah,
The Patreon.
Patreon. We also talk about, you know, stuff that's a little bit naughty and a little dirty. You know, we do that on the Patreon. We try to keep it family friendly a little bit.
Yeah.
Not so family friendly as, you know, like
'Cause if-
early 20s friendly.
Because if you're gonna pay to hear what we say and then be upset about it, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Patreon.
I'm upset that I would pay to listen to it. You know what I mean?
To listen to us, I wonder if I would pay. I think I'd pay.
I think I would.
I'd do it.
Yeah. I think knowing it was me, yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, I'd be like, I want to support my dog.
Yeah. You're doing so good.
Heck yeah, dude.
You're doing great,
Here's
buddy.
$1.
Yeah, here's $1 for yourself.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's like the number one principle in business. You're supposed to pay yourself.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do pay. That is weird.
Yeah.
And I've never done that. I guess I kind of have. Like when you're in a band, you pay everyone, then you pay yourself, and it's kind of. But you don't do all the paperwork. I had to fill out an invoice, and it was hell. All I had to do was make one little invoice, and it just the hate.
A little overwhelming.
Just so upset about having to do this little bit of paperwork.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing. My brain does not want to do it.
I had a process when I was working at that music store of filing stuff, and it worked because every time I'd get something or order something like that, I'd put it in the file and I'd put it behind the last one. So when you go to file taxes, you'd look at it and everything's in chronological order or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Just because when I'd get it, I'd put it right behind the last one. And so you look at the dates, and the dates are just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're like, oh, okay, it made it easy, right? Take that little filing cabinet away, bro. I'm screwed.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's how I've gotten with my calendar on my phone.
Yeah.
And it's just, I show it to my wife, and it gives her anxiety.
Oh, man.
Because that's just
It's
lessons.
just too much. Yeah,
just
lessons.
Things going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a busy boy.
That's good.
I'm busy man.
Busy
Little beaver.
It's at what point is it good to be not busy? As a young man in today's day and age, what do we say? Come on. Like, because there's such thing as working yourself to the bone. I mean, my dad, he wasn't around for a long time because he was just working his fucking ass off all the time.
Well, that's why you have your boo thing.
Well, he
'Cause
also
she
went to-
makes you do nothing with her.
Well, my dad also went to prison, but that's beside the point.
Sorry, I totally cut you off there. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. But what I'm saying is, what is working too much?
Right. Yeah, there is working too much, and you can see it. Like Andrew Tate, he overdid it. He
worked
overdosed.
too hard, yeah.
Andrew Tate overdosed on work, and he became what he is, which is you can't just be Andrew Tate. You
Dude,
can't be Andrew Tate.
I shaved my head. I tried.
I mean, exactly, just a little. Then you grew it back out.
Yeah,
you came back to your senses.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I couldn't stop it.
You can't just be Andrew Tate. It's not a real person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like all the. Oh, yo,
Bro,
you brought up something.
he's the alpha, dude.
Hey, we're
Stop.
gonna have to switch over to the page
Alpha.
real quick.
Yeah.
AI, yeah.
Hey, we only have a little bit of time left. We should switch over to the Patreon real quick. We just boom right here. Here we are.
Here we are.
Because you brought something up earlier that you were talking
We need
about.
to talk about
what line for your girl, for your boo, do you have of what you would not be okay with her doing as far as a job, as far as a career,
no,
or,
I'd like
or
to.
working.
We did talk about this.
So this is fun.
What's
So
your non-negotiable as a husband?
You
is the question.
asked me, you were like, what is it, like porn star? You did just kind of throwing out a hypothetical. And
Yeah.
I thought about it. And I really thought about it. And I was like, I'm not sure. Because if she's gonna, she might as well now, because porn as a job is about to be non-existent. Because you can now make AI make pictures for you. It's going to be where you can make video of any person you want.
Wow.
Any person you know.
So, yeah.
Any
That's
person.
exactly what I thought too.
Porn as a job is going to go out the window. So there's going to be no more porn stars. There's only going to be personalities that you can use with AI
And you
to
can make them
porn
do
for you.
whatever the you
It's
want.
going to be like The Sims, except for you could just make your own porn
Sims porn,
star.
dude.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Or you can make your own, or you can make it like, Sarah Jessica Parker.
I didn't
You could
even
be like,
fucking
okay.
think. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, dude. So OnlyFans is going to be gone. Porn's going to be gone. So do it while you can. Make your money while you can, girls.
So
'cause you're not going to be able to.
We were earlier just talking about Andrew Tate. That's how he made a bunch of money. Is he hired a bunch of girls to do the OnlyFans thing,
there's gonna
and then
be
they
a new-
then they typed in the words to the dudes behind them. So
Hey.
they were the ones actually pimping out like what the girls should be saying to the guys, which is really interesting because you're like, it's kind of gay. You know what I mean? But at the same
They secretly
time,
just wanted to hit on
at
guys the whole time.
at the same time, though, I'm not calling Andrew Tate gay. Like, it's a genius ploy to make a lot of money.
And
Holy
to flirt
fuck.
with guys.
Dude, and the girls probably, they probably get horny, and it's probably a lot of fun, and it's probably a big party. You know what I mean? Which is weird. But, like, that is a non-negotiable rule for me, bro. I can't do the whole thing. I enjoyed your answer, though. You did say politician.
I was like,
you said
I couldn't-
politician.
Yeah, politician.
You said I would not be married to a
Mm-mm,
politician.
Nope.
Wow.
I'm not doing that.
Especially is it? And it's not because she's a woman. No.
Has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
If I was a woman and she was a man, I would not let her. I wouldn't be okay with her being a
was
ball.
gonna-
I'd be like,
yeah.
I'm out.
So if
I'm
you
gonna
were-
get my own apartment.
Wow. Yeah, you're like
That's
I
my
can't
line.
deal with political issues all day.
So you
I
take
can't, no.
porn star over politician.
That's
100%.
kind of what we were getting to.
100% I
Yeah,
would.
he'd take
Wow.
porn star
Yep.
over politician.
I would.
Wow.
Because at least she knows when she's getting screwed.
That's good.
I mean, there's that. There's so much. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Besides, like,
That's a good point. Porn star over politician, because at least you know when you're getting screwed.
unless you realize
Wow.
that you're always getting screwed.
That should be on the fucking New York Times magazine.
Hey, your boy's on one. This is Patreon
Cheers,
material, bro.
Patreano, dude.
Hey, yeah,
Heck
dude.
yeah, dude.
There's something else. My lady, she showed me this really cool tribal dance, and I think it's like Pacific Islander type of thing. It's a little bit different for all the different places, of course, but it's a different kind of dance that's like a warrior dance, and it's aggressive. I mean, like you get
It's like
into
chicks?
it.
Chicks?
And men.
Oh, that'd be
Dude,
scary.
the first video I saw, dude, here's the craziest part. You see these people doing it, they're like, and you're like, I started tearing up.
Jesus.
I was getting emotional because they were like just letting out all this emotion, and it was like crumping. You remember crumping?
What?
You don't know crumping?
Crumping?
Yeah. You know what that is?
Dude,
you're not a dance master?
No, man.
You're not a dance fiend?
What the fuck is a crump?
Bro, all right, never mind. We'll come back
Is
to
it
that
like
another
getting
day.
crunk?
No. So, okay, it's a different thing. Anyways, so this dance, here was the first video I saw of it. It was these guys, and they were all like Pacific Islander type of dudes in like dress shirts and ties.
Okay.
And they were doing this thing, and it showed like the bride and groom, and he's a white guy. And so they're standing there, and she's already getting emotional. And he's keeping his like kind of military type of, bearing going on with him. And these guys, they're getting into it, and it's a warrior dance. So they're like letting it out. It's real cool. Like deep breaths in, deep breath. Like,
Dude, sounds like it fired you up.
Sounds
Yo,
like it turns you on.
I'm gonna
dude.
start
Yeah.
doing it. I'm gonna start doing it,
Yeah.
bro. This is gonna be my new art form. Is haka dance. Is
You're just gonna
HAKA.
Just
Haka
in line
dance.
at the grocery store when you're pissed off, you just
They
bust
start
into a fucking...
so they're doing it, and the wife, she starts chant along with them because they're chanting as well, doing different basically singing songs, singing chants, and then he starts doing it. He gets in it. He gets in the middle, and he's kind of going in and facing all of them as he does it. And it was like, dude, just tears. Me and my wife, both of us, just tears. It was the wildest thing ever. I had no idea that was gonna happen, and it was crazy.
Yeah, you were leaking.
I was.
Yeah.
I was like, it was just the visceral aggression and emotion.
I could tell.
And like,
You're firing me up right now.
yo,
You're firing me up a little bit. I'm
Dude,
like, what? I'm like, what is this? Let's crump some shit.
dude, and it's like, my wife showed me a bunch of girl rugby teams doing it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, these some warriors, bro.
Yeah.
I would not want to face these women on the field.
Ooh.
And what it is, it originates from that is them trying to preserve human life through, instead of going into battle, trying to just scare the shit out of your opponent so they run away. So
Yeah.
they're like
Just nasty
like
facial
crazy eyes too.
expressions. Yeah,
Dude, it's
fucking
wicked.
warrior shit.
And you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, it's scary too. You're like, ooh,
Bro.
I wouldn't want to see that. Some like bunch of dudes, and they're like excited. Like white guys, we have our crazy level,
Yeah.
that we always keep in our pocket.
There's
where we're
some
like,
good
I'll just
crazy.
start acting crazy. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
that usually does the trick.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, okay. Just kidding.
Dude,
But-
that's fucking crazy. Shane Gillis has a bit about that, about how he'd relate more to like the guerrilla war fighters than he would the pilot who just shows up and mows 50 people down and just goes clear and leaves. Like,
Yeah, that's
he
a
goes, that
psychopath,
dude's
man.
a psychopath.
Yeah,
he
that's
goes,
a
that's a
wild,
fucking psycho right there. That's a good point. You know what I mean? If you think about that, because look, it's
Facing
not,
it
when
face
you
to face.
think about all those men standing together doing that, it's gonna fire you up. Like you just now with the
Oh, yeah,
passion,
dude.
fired me up,
Bro,
Okay, when
you
there's
gotta watch
none
it.
of that and you're still capable, that's fucking dangerous. That's where king's power comes from. And that's what's fucked up, because that's politics shit right there.
Yeah.
That unknowing of when you're going to get fucked up.
And not even realizing, here's the craziest part of all that is these people have their agenda, but the people that reach and get to their agenda and get it done, most of the time they realize it didn't even have the consequences they expected. And then they're like, fuck, what did I do? Mm-hmm. That's why you'll see politicians switch from one side to another. Mm-hmm. And then they just find it's the same bullshit on the other side.
Flip like fact dabbers, dog. Flip like flag
it is a bunch of bull honky. It's for our own entertainment, in my opinion.
Hey, man.
And I also, reality TV star is another hard line I'd probably draw.
That'd be a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. That's another. It's close because What you do? No. That's not. That's no. You have talent.
I couldn't do.
But then again, American Idol's a reality TV show, technically, isn't it?
I think I could do.
That's different, though. That's a different thing. I'm talking like Real Housewives or Road Rules, like
I think
Bachelorette.
Survivor.
You and I are different in that regard because I would be okay. My one non-negotiable would be porn star.
What about
That'd
hooker?
Be my
What, prostitute? Same thing.
Well, that's same.
Same.
That's not.
Kind of
No, it's
thing.
not.
Well,
Are you telling me? Whoa,
minus
hey,
the camera.
Hang on, Pat. Are you telling me that prostitutes and porn stars are the same?
Oh God, here we go.
They
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
Hold on. Let me think about
y'all
this.
need to put your.
Wait.
Y'all need to get on your heels. Yeah.
Nah.
The only
give it a
difference,
hold on.
the only difference between a porn star and a prostitute is a video camera.
Not true.
Let me think about this.
You're not even thinking about it. You can't.
I know. I'm not. I'm
you're
doing
like,
what you do to me. I'm just gonna wait a little while, and then go. Here's the thing.
Dude, I keep.
No, I couldn't.
That mic. I'm so sorry, guys.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the porn star thing just because I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, and I don't think porn star and prostitution is the same thing. No, prostitution. I understand. Like, you know, there's.
I think it's
there's
super
people
necessary.
out there. Well, there's people out there who just get down on their luck, and that's all they got. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Men too. Believe it or not, men too.
Check this out.
You know what I mean?
Well, it could be the same with porn, though.
I've
probably.
heard of a few stories. Hang on. Let me make this real valid point here because this is why I think the main reason that prostitutes and escorts are necessary, because you have guys that can't get laid, involuntary celibates. They don't know how to talk to women. But if they start taking escorts out and start talking to women, which obviously they're not just talking to they're paying to have sex with them as well.
Escort is not a prostitute or
Yes.
no, it's not. An escort. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not taking the term for
a
what it
higher
is.
class prostitute.
An escort.
Yeah.
An escort.
It's a prostitute.
An
Still
escort.
a prostitute.
Just a different name.
An escort is more like a sugar baby, where they're like eye candy.
No, because you just take them on the one date, go do your thing in a hotel room, and then you're done with them forever. Unless you hire them again.
Read the law. That's why they're called escorts.
That's a loophole. Obviously.
That's what they do. They don't all sleep with them if you're an escort. You don't have to sleep with the client if you're an escort.
Okay, now
you won't keep
that's
getting
true.
clients.
That's true.
I totally disagree with you.
I
Think
do
about
So
it.
see
you
what
think there's
mean by that.
legitimately escorts that aren't sleeping with
If
clients?
you don't think there's rich men who just like having hot girls around them and they will pay them prostitutes just to come and hang out and not do anything,
Now,
you're
okay,
crazy.
Are you talking about like a 1%er?
Okay, no. I'm talking about
You're talking about a significant portion of escorts are not prostitutes. Is that what you're saying?
Cam's got billions of dollars.
Okay.
Cam's not married.
No, I see. No, okay. What anecdotal? I get you.
Yeah, okay.
That could be 1% though. Are you talking? Do you feel
hold on.
like there's going to be a
Let me ask you a
significant
question.
amount of escorts
Let me
that
ask
are
you a
not
question.
prostitutes?
Do you believe it's only 1%ers?
Yes, I think it's only about 1% of escorts that are not prostitutes.
I disagree. It's got to be.
You think there's a
It's got to
lot?
be a solid 40%.
40%?
Yeah, because
You could be right.
there's people who are scared to do it, and they are just eye candy. And if you're around rich men with witnesses, they can't just beat the fuck out of you.
Well, you can. Well, we don't know what happens to escorts behind closed doors.
But this is not for everybody.
So
This is just a fucking
this
conversation.
has been
Yeah.
not for
Not for
everyone.
everyone podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, no resolution for y'all.
Yeah. We're
That's
ending
it.
it. And it cold cut.
Peace.
Cold cut.
Deuces.
That got a little interesting. That got a little interesting there for a second.
That one was definitely more high speed. You could tell we were on a limit.
Yeah.